Happy Monday. Happy President's Day. Hold on one second. I'm going in and going live everywhere. Say hi if you're watching me on YouTube. Here we go. Awesome. Can't wait to see you guys here live. And if you're watching me on Instagram, I accidentally clicked out of YouTube. Here we go. Okay. Hopefully starting live everywhere. Happy Monday. Excited to talk to you today about some things that I see that come up again and again. Little tweaks and maybe little mistakes or little oversights that we make when we're getting dressed every single day. So, the dramatic title is 10 style mistakes that could be, common style mistakes that could be killing your style. But really, these are things that just, I think, are helpful to keep in mind when we're getting dressed, because they are going to improve our everyday outfits and make putting together outfits and getting dressed a simpler process. Okay, so let's get started. If you have not downloaded my Modern Classics Wardrobe Guide for spring, we're going to be talking about that in the next couple of weeks and really focusing on building our spring wardrobe. So I would encourage you to absolutely do that, because it's free, it's fabulous. netamanley.com/modernclassics. Good morning, everyone. Okay, so the first style mistake that I see, this is something many of us are guilty of, and is actually really one of the harder ones to avoid. It's wearing clothes that don't fit properly. So this is hard because what does this mean? If your clothes don't fit you properly, you've got one of two options. You can, return them, give them away, get rid of them basically, or you can alter them. And we know that altering is a pain and is expensive and all the things. But that's why I'm really pushing you. I'm pushing, my community. I'm pushing myself. Good morning. To buy less and really focus on fit, because it makes such a huge difference. You're going to feel so much better in your clothes. What's that trending thing that's going on social media? You're not sad, you just X, fill in the blank. I'm just going to say, you're not sad, your clothes just don't fit you. Like, truly, it's that transformative. If you see a before and after in clothes that fit you properly and clothes that don't fit you properly, it's a game changer. It will completely change the way that you look and the way that you feel in your clothes. So even an affordable, like inexpensive or sale item, or whether it's a blazer or a pair of pants, will look high end if it's tailored to fit you. So if you do not want to invest in alterations, I would suggest investing in a sewing machine and learning how to sew. Something I'm actually playing with and considering. I have two left hands, and I'm not at all handy that way, but it makes a huge difference. A 6-year-old likes my glasses and my earrings. That means I feel like I'm winning at life. Thank you, Lydia. Okay, so if for example, you're wearing a baggy tunic, and you love the print and you love the color and you love the details on it, like, consider altering that tunic and turning it into a more classic fit top so that it's something that's more versatile and more wearable. So really focusing on clothes that fit you, and whatever your price point is, getting those clothes altered so they fit you better is a huge thing. Okay, the second thing is sticking to outdated styles. This is, I said this in previous videos. I'm going to say this in upcoming videos. Just because it's in stores doesn't mean it's in style. So a lot of the stores that cater to women over 50 have styles that are outdated, from like skinny pants to tunics to, baggy, oversized, cold shoulder tops. Like, these are all styles that are out of style. And when we hold on to those, it looks like we're just not keeping up with what's happening in style. And again, that's the reason I developed my Modern Classics Wardrobe Guide, because if you shop those styles, they're going to be around for a long time. They're going to look fresh and modern. They're not going to go out of style. They won't be dated. So look for modern classics that have timeless but updated silhouettes, and steer clear of the dated styles just because they were, especially if it's a trend piece that was your favorite 10 years ago, it definitely should not continue to be a part of your wardrobe now. So oversized, pieces that were trending, like the gargantuan blazers from a couple of years ago, even extreme shoulder pads, really outdated jeans, outdated details on jeans with a lot of distressing or a lot of like sparkle. Those are going to be pieces that are definitely signal specific trend cycle and are not going to be timeless. So switch out the outdated styles that you may have in your wardrobe to some modern classics. Okay, the next thing, this is one I see a lot. It's ignoring proportion and balance. What do I mean by this? I mean, I've done a video called "The Rule of Opposites." If you want to kind of use that as a review, but really, when you're looking at creating a composition in an outfit, you're looking at balancing elements in an outfit. So you don't want to do baggy with baggy. You don't want to do long with long. And even though it's a little easier, you don't want to do tight with tight or short with short either. Like it's better to have that opposite in the outfit so that you create balance. And so, for example, a longer jacket with or a looser jacket with more fitted pants, a longer coat with a shorter dress. Like having an element of opposites and having that balance in your outfits is a really big key to flattery. One of the things that I see a lot is long layers with long dresses or long, or baggy outfits. So wearing a long cardigan over wide leg pants is really hard. Wearing a long cardigan or long slouchy layer over a maxi dress or a midi dress, really, really hard. It makes it much easier to look and feel your best in your clothes if over your longer pieces you're wearing shorter structured pieces. So it's really about that getting that proportion and that balance right. Short over long, long over short, fitted over baggy, baggy over fitted. Like those are going to be the proportions and the balance that you're looking for in your outfits to make them look both flattering and modern. So pairing flowy with fitted gives you a polished look. Focus on not losing your waistline in many of your clothes, so that you maintain your shape and your proportion. Again, a billowy maxi dress with an oversized cardigan, it's just too much volume and really is a much harder look to pull off. Instead, a midi dress or maxi dress with waist detail, maybe it's either belted or it's just naturally got some waist detail, with a cropped jacket or a structured jacket like a denim jacket. Much better option, much more flattering for most of us. Even models don't look good in a long baggy cardigan over a long baggy shapeless dress. Like even they look better in other options, right? Okay, number 4, it's choosing the wrong colors. Now, many of you have maybe recently learned what your best colors are in a transitional period where you're trying to figure out what your best colors are for, or you're trying to get your wardrobe so that it aligns with the new best colors that you've discovered for yourself. And so your focus should really be on getting the tops right. Like it's fine if I was like, black is not your best color, and you're like, no, my whole wardrobe is black. Start by choosing some tops, jackets, and scarves. Anything close to your face is going to be what's going to make the biggest difference. Start by choosing those in your best colors and just ignoring the pants for now if you're going through a transition. But what we all want is to focus on bringing our best colors close to our face. We want to focus on bringing our best colors close to our face, because that's what's going to like light us up. That's where it's going to have the most impact. When you're wearing colors that don't suit you, and they are like front and center right here, you're going to have a much harder time loving the way that you look in your outfits. So you want to focus on scarves, jewelry, makeup, shirts, jackets that are going to bring your best colors close to your face. You want them to not wash you out, and you want them to not overpower you. Those are two things the wrong colors can do for you. They can wash you out and they can overpower you. The thing about wearing the wrong color close to your face is you're going to feel like every imperfection on your face shows up more clearly. The dark circles, any hyperpigmentation, any fine lines, any shadowing, it's going to show up a lot more prominently in your face if you're wearing the wrong colors close to your face. So try neutrals that are your best neutrals if you're rebuilding your wardrobe based on new information that you have on your color. So start with some of your best neutrals, and then maybe bring a pop color close to your face with a, a pair of earrings, a necklace, a scarf. That's going to be the easiest way to transition your wardrobe into a better color palette if you're currently working with a wardrobe that is not in your color palette. Great question. What is your opinion on wearing full length jeans or pants for summer? No, there is no, great question. Should we move to crop ankle length for spring, summer? I do not believe we need to move to crop ankle length for spring, summer. I prefer full length pants in spring and summer. And I live in Florida. You don't get a lot of extra air conditioning for the few extra inches you lose off the bottom of your pants. You just don't. And full length pants are most flattering on most women most of the time. So we've got two options in terms of length for pants. I'm just going to do a quick segue in this. The first option is right around the ankle bone. And the second option is a full length pant. I do not believe most women look their best in a cropped pant. However, if you do have the Fashion Fit formula, there is a cropped pant measurement in it. If you're looking at a cropped pant, you do not want them to be tight and you do not want them to hug your calves, because that's the capri that I always caution against, because it's leg shortening and it's unflattering. So I would say go for long pants, 10 out of 10 every single time. And if you've got a crop, make sure you're getting your length right. Okay, great question. Okay, next tip is overlooking the power of accessories. Oh my goodness. There's one thing that you want to focus on going into spring, summer. If you're like, I'm bored of my clothes, I have all the basics and my clothes are boring, or I've got all the basics and my colors and I've got a foundation, whatever, and I still don't love what I'm wearing. Focus on accessories. Focus on accessories. Nothing can transform your style more affordably and more quickly and in a way that transcends sizes more than accessories. So it's really so key to updating your style. So really, like this season, I just did a video on spring accessories. And what are those accessories that really, when I spoke to them about them on Friday, you were like, oh my gosh, I love that. I love that. I love that. Invest in a couple of accessories. You're going to be able to wear them with everything, whether it's the new silver jewelry, whether it's a kiss lock bag or a bucket bag, whether it's a great pair of comfy flats, like maybe it's the sleek loafer, maybe it's the square toe ballet flat. Really focusing on accessories. I will say having your own jewelry look is something that is it can transform every single one of your outfits. So you're wearing something really simple and you've got cool signature jewelry pieces, your outfits are going to look a million times better. And this is true with, your shoes, your bag, anything that stays on your outfit, a jacket. Those are pieces that absolutely you should be focusing on, because they're going to change everything. Often we spend so much time looking for clothes and buying clothes and not enough time focusing on accessories. So structured handbags, simple gold or silver jewelry, polished belts, mixing textures in terms of accessories, leather, metal, silk. Those are all going to be, that's going to add visual interest to your outfits. It's going to bring your outfits to life. So whether you're looking at one of the cool new statement necklaces for spring, summer, or whether you're going to stick with your delicate pieces, like just adding something to this area, this zone, a necklace, a beautiful pair of earrings is such a great way to add also a glow and flattery to your outfits. Okay. Next, speaking of accessories, next style mistake that I see a lot is wearing the wrong shoes for your outfit. So, when I talked about the rule of opposites, the rule of opposites also applies to accessories. So sometimes if you're wearing something a little bit more menswear inspired, a little bit more boxy, a little bit more baggy, you're going to want to try to balance that, especially if it's, for example, a pair of pants with a more feminine shoe. So what I'm seeing a lot and can really kind of pull down your outfits is a really boxy, baggy, or kind of mannish pair of pants worn with like an aggressively round-toed or square-toed chunky boot that doesn't have any feminine elements to it. So it's going to look just like you're boxy from the waist down. And so adding something where you can see the top of your foot, where maybe you've got an almond toe, or if you can tolerate a pointed toe, a lower vamp shoe, a shoe that's a little bit more feminine, maybe even a pop of color in the shoe. It's going to be a great way to balance out the boxiness of the pants. So wearing the wrong shoes for your outfit is something I see a lot. And so balance is one of the things, right? Like choosing a sleek shoe with a boxy outfit, maybe a boxier shoe with a sleek outfit. Those can both be strategies. But also making sure that your shoes are in great shape and that they're updated. So you want them to complement your outfit, you want them to be in great shape, and you want them to be modern. And so really look at what some of the shoes that have been in style for the last couple of years are. It's not about throwing everything out and starting over year after year, but it's about, choosing the simplest version of the current styles so that they don't date quickly and that you've got that modern and updated option in your wardrobes. I love the goal is to create outfits this spring around a pair of earrings. Yes, yes, jewelry is so important. And I have often started with the accessory. Shoes, most often in my case. I've started with the shoes and built a wardrobe based on the shoes. So modern, sleek footwear, like we're talking about streamlined loafers, we're talking about ankle boots, we're talking about low block heels that elongate the leg, pointed toe flat or a sleek ankle boot. Those are two of the most wearable shoe silhouettes. So you want to ask yourself, what is the style of shoe that I wear the most in fall, winter? And what is the style of shoe that I wear the most in spring, summer? And you want to invest in the best possible version of those shoes in a color that is the color of your hair. So for example, if you wear a lot of booties in fall, winter, and you wear a lot of sandals in spring, summer, and you're a blonde, you're going to look for camel, taupe, sand, beige, off-white, even white boots and booties for fall, winter, and sandals for spring, summer. Those, and you're going to invest the most in those. The fun pop of color shoes, the statement shoes, the trend shoes, and spend less on those and spend more on those pieces that you're going to be able to wear for a few seasons and that are going to really go with all of your outfits. Yeah, ankle boots were even in Florida, my most worn boot silhouette or shoe in fall, winter are ankle boots. They just go with it. They're very, very versatile. They go with dresses, they go with pants. And the right ankle boot can really elevate your outfit. And again, will never look like the wrong shoe for the outfit. Okay. The next mistake that I see all the time kind of alludes to what I said about proportion and balance. It's overloading on loose, oversized layers because that's what they want us to do. That's what they want us to do. When we hit 50, they're like, look, here's a chiffon flowy muumuu covered by a chiffon flowy wrap with a chiffon flowy scarf and then chiffon flowy pants underneath it. And oh my goodness, it's the long loose layers worn with long loose layers, worn with more long loose layers. That is like, no, this is the hardest look to pull off. Truly does not look good on anybody, even a supermodel. It makes you look shapeless. It makes you look heavier. It makes you look shorter. It does all the things that we're really trying not to do. So you want to balance oversized and flowy with fitted. So try a fitted base like a slim sweater or like one of the stretchy turtlenecks or like a Skims top underneath loose outer layers for balance. If you've got kimonos or chiffon layers, put something more fitted on with them. If you've got flowy pants, pair your flowy pants with a more fitted top. If you're wearing a flowy cardigan, or flowy wrap of any kind, consider belting it at the waist so that you don't lose your shape. You know how I feel about ponchos. They're so hard. I just heard the funniest clip from Modern Family where he talks about ponchos and how nobody should wear ponchos except for, I don't know, it was just some kind of hilarious reference. I'm going to find it and share it because ponchos are hard. If you're wearing something like that, don't wear it over a flowy dress. Wear it over structured or fitted like cigarette pants or a straight leg pair of pants or jeans. So it's really about if you've got oversized elements that you love in your wardrobe, it's about wearing them strategically with more fitted elements so that you don't get an unflattering look. Okay. And I will say layering pieces, more of us need more structured layering pieces and fewer flowy layering pieces. In other words, fewer chiffon flowy wraps and fewer long loose cardigans, more structured lady cardigans, cropped jackets, waist length jackets in structured materials. So much easier to work with. Okay. Next mistake I see all the time is playing it too safe with your style. So there's classic and there's classic. There's classic and there's classic. That's why I came up with a modern classics wardrobe guide, because we don't want our classics to be so classic that they look stuffy, they look basic, and they look potentially dated. Like, you want to be able to insert your personality into your outfit. So if your style leans more classic, and you've got a wardrobe full of beautiful, well-made classic pieces, then consider injecting some personality into your outfits with accessories. I just talked about that, but bringing accessories into classic outfits is going to be a way to level up those classic outfits and make them look less boring and less predictable and less safe. So sticking to the same look for decades and avoiding anything new is really the quickest path to really looking and feeling dated in your clothes. So you want that your basic pieces to be updated every few years or so. So an updated pair of jeans, a modern print. I've been talking about prints for the last couple of weeks. New textures can refresh your look without feeling overwhelming. So if you've got some silhouettes that work for you, like a button-down shirt works for you, or a great pair of straight leg pants works for you, great. Just make sure that you're picking a new color, a new texture, a new pattern in some of those pieces, and making sure that they're continuing to look fresh. Because even those classic pieces are going to be slightly updated every 5 to 10 years, right? So consider taking your classic pieces and pairing them in unexpected ways. So classic tailored pants, maybe with a cool pair of new sneakers, or your structured blazer with a very feminine lacy blouse. So it's not just about updating your very classic pieces, but it's about combining them in unexpected ways. You're going to give yourself a fresh look without investing in new wardrobe pieces. So playing it too safe with your style, wearing the same pieces over and over and over again that you've been wearing for the last 10, 15, 5, 20 years, and really avoiding the ruts, like the same old, black work pants with a printed blouse every single day. Like, ask yourself how you can turn that on its head and really create new and different combinations. One modern classic outfit combination that works on everybody all of the time and is essentially timeless is a pair of dark wash jeans in a straight leg or slight wide leg, a silky blouse, and a bold handbag. That's a beautiful, updated, modern classic take on an outfit formula that many of us have been wearing for years. Okay. Next, wearing too much or too little makeup. Too much or too little makeup. These are equal offenders, right? Wearing absolutely no makeup, everyone's going to have to come to their own comfort zone when it comes to makeup. But I will say, I sometimes see the extreme of, like, the outfit is completely done, the hair looks nice, and the face is completely bare. And just having a little color on your face can make a huge difference. So maybe maybe for you it's a tinted moisturizer and a sheer lip color and a little light mascara. But having some color on our faces to even out our skin tone, to bring color where we might look a little washed out, where we might look a little tired, just think it's such a key. And it doesn't have to be this big. My makeup is never complicated. It's never complicated. I just do, I do something to even out my skin tone. I do a little lipstick. I do a little mascara, a little brow stuff. That's pretty much it. A little blush. It takes me 3 to 4 minutes every morning to do my makeup, and it makes a big difference. So ask yourself, what is the minimum, for those of you who are currently in the no makeup zone? What is the minimum beauty routine that I could start incorporating? Maybe it's just lipstick and blush. Maybe it's just a little mascara. What can I start incorporating into my daily beauty routine that's going to give a little color to my face without feeling off, feeling fake, feeling unnatural to me if you've been a no makeup person? Now, if you're a makeup person and you've got full glam on every day, I would say, first of all, hats off to you. I applaud you, because that's a commitment. But I would also say every couple of years, you want to look at new textures and new formulas for makeup, because what happens is that the powdery, I baked a cake on my face, as I said in an 80s makeup commercial, look really stops looking flattering as we get older. So we want to make sure we're not using a lot. Maybe we're switching formulas to more serum based formulas, more creamy based formulas and more gel based formulas and going away from either heavy, cakey, or powdery formulas. Those are going to go a long way towards updating your makeup look. What we want is not to wear as much makeup as we did when we were younger, when it starts settling into the fine lines. What we're looking for really at this age is a fresh kind of glow. So a skin evening product that gives your skin a glow and a little bit of color on your face might just be enough. Too much is too much. Too little is too little. How profound is that? Like, we want that nice middle range where we have a nice glow. Okay, the final thing that I want to talk about is ignoring fabric quality. Someone said loose layers are also targeted towards plus size. Yes, I agree. And they have the opposite effect that they're trying to have, which is to make you look longer or slimmer or whatever. They have the opposite effect. Okay, so last tip, ignoring fabric quality. So this is across the board. We're seeing a decrease in fabric quality, which is why I really like brands that are direct to consumer and that are selling quality pieces at affordable prices. Quince is one I talk about all the time. We want to buy less, and we want to buy quality pieces. So whether you're going to vintage stores, thrift stores, consignment stores, whether you're going to straight to consumer brands like Quince and Quiana and Everlane and Italic, these are all brands that are known for really good quality. When we're wearing a very flimsy blouse in a very flimsy material, we're not going to feel elevated. It's going to show every single lump and bump, and it's just not going to give us the desired effect of looking elegant in our clothes. And again, a lot of brands are cutting corners on fabric. A lot of fabric just is not the quality that it used to be. And so we really want to avoid clothes that like really wrinkle easily, that come out of the wash looking like dish rags, that cling in the wrong places, that feel cheap, that require a lot of maintenance to take care of because the fabric itself is so fussy and so hard to wear. So like really, really cheap silky materials often like wrinkle really badly, and you've got to steam them and iron them and take so much extra care and precaution with them because the quality of the fabric is so bad. You want to avoid really shiny polyesters, which always look cheap. You want to avoid denim. Now, I mean, there is the rigid denim, but then there's also stiff denim that's not 100% cotton, but just looks stiff because that fabrication isn't good. You want to avoid the really clingy jerseys, the ones that you eat a grape and it shows up and the whole world knows. You want to avoid those fabrics that are just really, really hard to wear. Instead, go for structured yet soft fabrics that feel and look luxurious. We're talking about silks. We're talking about substantial knits like a ponte knit. We're talking about cashmere. We're talking about wool. We're talking about cotton. We're talking about linen, and really kind of leaning more towards elevated natural fibers, as well as if it's a synthetic fabric, just make sure it's really just like a well-made fabric that holds its shape and looks like a nice quality fabric. So fabric is an easy upgrade. And if you have the option of shopping vintage and thrift and consignment stores and finding pieces that are fully lined and beautifully made from 10, 15, 20 years ago that speak to your personal style and fit you beautifully, that's going to be a fabulous way. Otherwise, go for those straight to consumer brands that do fabrics really, really well. So Quince, Quiana, Everlane, Lily Silk, these are all brands. Italic, these are all brands that do elevated basics really, really well. Nancy Joe had a great recommendation, a tinted sunscreen rather than a heavy foundation. Absolutely love tinted sunscreens. Elta MD makes a really good one. I use the It Cosmetics CC cream. It is kind of a hybrid product that I love and is really designed for aging skin. But you want to find like that tinted moisturizer that'll just even out your skin tone, give you a glow. There's so many good ones. Ilia makes a really good one. Some people like the Jones Road tinted. It's kind of like a balm kind of foundation. There are so many of those serum-based foundations or serum-based tinted moisturizers that are going to be a great option for evening out your skin tone and making you look fresh and rested and glowy, which is the goal. Okay, so I hope that you found this helpful. These are things that I see come up again and again as I'm commenting in Facebook groups. I'm like, it's the boxy shoe with the boxy pant. It's the long cardigan with the shapeless dress. It's the lack of accessories. It's the full cute outfit, but no makeup. These are these are the things that I'm saying again and again that are going to be challenging to any woman, and that are really going to take down your style. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you've got any specific questions or any follow-up questions to this, absolutely. Sorry, quick question. Yes, you can wear pantyhose for sure. If you have any specific questions or follow-up questions, please hop into one of my Facebook groups. I have them all linked here and on Facebook. I have the Netta Manly Style VIP Facebook group. If you want even more free but targeted support, go to the Closet Confidence Facebook group. Hop into one of those Facebook groups, tag me, and ask me your question there. Love you guys. Love you. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. Bye.